Where's the game? Why isn't
No,
why isn't it
no.
on? There it is. There we go. Okay.
There we
Streamlabs
go.
did the thing where it was like, yeah, you've been on a different panel for a little while. I'm going to forget what game you were trying to stream to me.
I love it when it does that, and by that I mean I have horrible anxiety right now for no reason.
For no reason in particular. Anyway, we're playing Katamari.
Are you ready? Are you guys ready to have a good time? You ready to have a normal one?
We're so normal.
We're so normal. So it's November, you know,
What?
and I previously mentioned that I would do NaNoWriMo,
Oh yeah.
right? Which I used to love and appreciate, but it has come to light this year that the company that owned the website is bad. So I am still writing this year. I'm just not participating exactly, and also I'm like, exhausted. So
Yeah.
even if I did want to like actually participate, I doubt I would get very far. And of course, instead of doing anything that I had done previously, worked on any of my previously started projects, I didn't, and I started something new instead.
Hmm. The only
Would
rational
you,
thing to do.
would you like to hear the premise of it?
Yes.
So the idea came to me actually a while ago, not from a dream, but from this stupor I had after waking up.
Hmm.
And the basic idea was somebody who's like really interested in like ghosts and supernatural stuff, but they are unable to interact or be affected by it in any way because they actually have some sort of guardian spirit angel being that prevents, like, it's basically just like this force field around them that prevents like anything from actually happening, and they're oblivious to that fact. They are unaware of that, but also they do know that like supernatural stuff can happen because they see the effects on like other people and everything, and then also they just are a hardcore believer, whatever. So that was the basis idea that I had in my freakiness, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, but what about other characters that would interact with them? And I thought the clear and obvious thing is there's another character who can see spirits and actually talk to ghosts and stuff, and like isn't too keen about it because, you know, that's not great, right?
Yeah.
And so then they have to meet each other.
Of course.
And there we go. And that's the idea. And of course, there's gonna be a whole thing of them like seeing the ghost guardian spirit and like figuring out what in the world that means and everything. Because it's gonna be something very different. It's like, why is this happening with this random person? Why are they being so hardcore protected by some sort of being from supernatural, danger, when like most human beings don't get affected by supernatural danger,
Mm-hmm.
It's like literally just don't go to places where they say, that are said to have spiritual activity and you'll be fine. And yet this person is like so heavily protected for some reason. And I haven't figured out any of the whys yet. I'm literally just vomiting on my screen. Pardon my French. Whatever the saying goes. I'm a writer. I'm very good. I'm very good with words, and I'm a writer, and I know what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter that I've only been published once when I was a child. And that I've hardly ever finished anything. It's fine. I do write enough within a year that I still feel comfortable calling myself a writer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So apparently on this file, I never did this constellation.
Oh, okay.
Technically, it's not a constellation. It's Corona Borealis.
Okay.
So I'm doing that now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what the point of this stream is. To chill and watch you do absurd things while trying to roll up a big ball.
The goal is to get as many crowns.
Ooh.
The other things are incidental. And also can allow me to get larger crowns. Normal Katamari.
Yeah.
Cow! Give me
Cow!
your crown! Give it!
Love cow.
I cannot get the crown from the cow. I'm not big
Oh,
enough.
you're not big enough.
It must be large.
More buckets.
I don't know how big the cow I need to be.
More buckets. There's so many men with crowns too.
I want to get that side. Okay. Hurry up. Egg.
Egg!
Oh. The crown plants are growing wonderfully. Perfect for harvest.
So
Open up
many
the
crowns!
I have 47.
Nice. How many do you need?
Need? I got the cow.
Yeah! Move! Like, is there a minimum goal?
There is. I don't know what it is. That's kind of the thing about the constellations, is that they don't really tell you that kind of information.
Gotcha.
So you just kind of have to go until it ends. That's why there's only one constellation in the speedrun. And it's the fastest one. Because the moment you touch a bear, it's over.
Nice.
The moment you touch a bear, we all scream bear in unison.
Yeah.
And it
Of
ends.
course.
Gathering the boys.
We love some good boy time.
Time with the boys.
Time with the boys.
And I got a present. I don't know which
Nice.
present it is.
I forget, is that a hat or a cousin?
Presents are, some of them are hats. None of them are cousins.
Okay. Cousins are, you just have to find them separate.
Yeah, you just gotta find the cousin. You, Stilt Boy,
Haha.
give me your crown. You, Weirdo, give me your crown. I am the only royalty around here. I cannot get the fisherman. The angler is too powerful for me.
That's fair. Fishing is
Cat.
probably the most powerful thing you could do.
I can get these guys.
Yes, get them in! They thought they were so strong and tall and too wanted to be rolled up into a little ball.
They laughed. They pointed and they laughed.
But look at where they are now. Now they are the ball. Them in their crowns.
And the last one that I picked up had a crown on his butt.
Nice. This too is a metaphor for capitalism.
Yeah, probably.
It's actually just so easy to make things a metaphor for capitalism.
Yeah.
It's like, what should I make the evil behind all of the horrors that happen? Just make it capitalism.
Take a little bit of advice from Brennan Lee Mulligan and lots of other people. And make every villain capitalist.
Yeah. You got the fisherman!
I'm a fisherman now.
So did you hear that Stardew got a new update again?
Only very vaguely.
1.6.9.
Like,
And now it's
I've
in
literally heard and that's it.
And 1.6 is now available on consoles.
Nice.
So people are very excited about that. Have you heard about the 1.6 update that came out earlier? I mean, I think we did a stream
You
with
played
it.
it.
Yes, I
I
did.
played like 3 streams of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know because I uploaded them all.
Did we get to the green rain?
No.
Okay. Yeah. The problem
It was
with
mainly
streaming it,
you played and then you were like, I don't want to wait. So the couple of other times that we did it, it was just picking up where you were.
Gotcha.
And you kind of like talking about what you had found before. I got a crown.
Nice!
Ooh. That was a 90%. That's not bad.
Oh, hello, Father. His face is very close.
I've done everything.
Oh.
That was the last thing this file needed.
Well, the stream was great. Glad you guys watched. We'll be back in a week, and hopefully normal. You know, a good game.
Just a second, I need to do a little audio adjusting. Because I think I'm coming in quieter than both you and the game.
That's not good.
So I'm boosting myself. I'm lowering both you and the game a bit, and then I'm boosting you a little bit. I think that should be better. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
The cousins.
The cousins. I love their weird.
Oh, I get to roll up countries.
Oh, that's cute.
Since each country is an individual item, I have to be big enough to pick up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Got to Europe.
Hooray, Europe! And your teeny tiny little countries. Just so itty bitty.
Africa is also helpful. Essentially, it's very rough that they start you, like, right next to Asia.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I'm nowhere near the size for Russia or China. I can't even pick up the Philippines yet. Oh, no.
I saw a really nice post recently, and by recently I mean probably like a month or so ago. And by nice, it was just, I don't know, it was good for my brain. Where people were talking about, like, they weren't being US centric, but they were talking about how there are lots of countries in the world that are not like European countries, and that they are very large and have a lot of travel distance.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, Russia, China, etc. Stuff like that. It's like, in the US, it's like, hey, this is actually what a very large portion of the world experiences. And it was just nice because a lot of the times in discussions of like travel time and the size of countries or whatever is like very US focused, and so it doesn't get taken as seriously. It's just like, oh, you guys are just being big pompous assholes because you think you're so cool or whatever, and you're just Americans, so you think you're bigger. And it's like, no, we legitimately have states that are larger than your country.
We can fit so many of your countries in Texas.
So many. Some of them, together.
I can drive. Well, I can't drive. A person,
I could drive.
A person who can drive could drive for a full day, as in 24 hours, and depending on where they are, they could still be in Texas.
Yeah. It is really funny to pull out Texas specifically because it is also one of our wildly just gigantic states.
Yes. But I mean, even Kansas. Kansas is like roughly the same size as Germany, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right, yeah. Well, I just think about like how each state has like multiple cities that have sister cities.
Yeah.
In different countries.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Just like finding out that where we live, that I have lived in 2 different cities within the same state that have 2 separate sister cities in Japan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because, not every city has a sister city.
True.
And not everyone has a sister city in the same, handful of countries and everything.
Yeah.
Because I think the one that I live in now has like 4 sister cities. It's like Germany, France, and like two others that I can't remember.
I know Greece is one of them.
Greece is one of them. You're right. Yeah, Greece, Germany, Japan, and then one other that I don't remember. I think was it? I don't remember.
Name an astrological sign.
Cancer.
Okay.
I might be biased. It's up.
Let's go grab some crabs.
Crab time!
Crabs!
Let's go!
Why are you in a spider web, crab? That's not where crab go.
No, it's not.
Why are these crabs all in spider webs?
Very confusing.
I mean, there's a normal spider.
They're just being silly. What do you think you are,
Crabs will
Scorpio?
be. Crabs will be as silly.
Yeah.
Hate the noise that the spiders make.
Oh, is it bad?
It's like. Whereas the crabs make like a little Pokemon, like
Yeah.
game Pokemon cry audio.
Being a Pokemon just be going into this time. It's like, Taneko! Sorry, I've been playing the new Pokemon card game, TCG, on my phone that came out, and I love it. It's very good.
It's a good time.
And the best part is that like you don't have to play against other people, and also you are not incentivized because battling other people literally doesn't get you anything.
It gets you like 5 experience or something like that.
Yeah. So, but there's a computer that you can play against and get lots of prizes and things. And I'm like,
get
that is
so
exactly
much
what
more.
I want. I'm like, that is exactly what I want.
Oh, you want to reward me more for playing PvE instead of PvP?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've literally only played against the spouse to like try out decks and stuff.
Mhm.
And I've lost most of our matches because of course that's how it goes. But it's still fun because I don't feel gross about it. I love spider crab.
Nothing to do with monkeys.
What?
I picked up one of those clapping monkeys with the
Oh.
tambourines.
Gotcha.
Cymbals, not tambourines.
Did he not like that? His father
He
not
said
like-
nothing to do with monkeys.
I guess he doesn't
Because
like
this
it.
is the crab level.
That's fair. This is the crab level, not the monkey level.
Horseshoe crab.
Nice. Neither horseshoe nor crab.
Yeah.
But, a
But
secret
it counts. And there's also like there's that crab right there, which is also not a crab. Well, it's not a true crab. Snow crab? Is that what it is? Is that a king crab?
The Japanese spider crab?
That's
You never had the guy with the really, really long legs? Yeah, those are Japanese spider crabs.
no, you get back here. Don't go under something. I can't get you if you go under it.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember what king crabs look like. That's definitely Japanese spider crab, because they're like they're yeah. King crab. I mean, they're also big.
Yeah.
But no, they're smaller. Like, they're big, but they're like
But they're not
bulkier.
that
Their legs aren't as long compared to their bodies, and they don't stand like that. They've got like a bulkier body, and they've got
I got that both.
It's just different shape, and they stand different. They're more spread out and closer to the ground rather than standing to their full height.
Get back here.
Yeah, I love
Yes. And I got a beetle fight.
So, I was asked where mud skippers live by the person you would expect to ask me that.
Yes.
And I was like, South America. And we had to look on the globe to see where that was. And said person was confused because it didn't look muddy enough for it. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's just one big solid color. The continent is just one big solid color, so... Like, I didn't even have the country in mind. I just knew that they are somewhere in South America. I think probably Brazil, I think, is one of the locations.
Maybe?
I mean, I'm gonna look that up. I don't remember off the top of my head. Well, or maybe I'm completely wrong. Indo-Pacific, Africa to Australia, and Polynesia. Come on. Yeah, I'm seeing more. I thought for sure that they were in. I mean, there's obviously different kinds of them. I don't know much about mud skippers.
I don't either.
Yeah, Africa, Asia, Australia, Polynesia. I don't know why I thought that they were in South America. Yeah, I'm not getting that anywhere near.
I don't know.
I'm completely wrong. I could have sworn the last time I looked this up. Well, something goes to show you, sometimes you're wrong. And it's good to own up to it.
I got 12 more crabs than my record.
Nice! We love crabs.
Crabs. Alright. Do I want to do a level, or do I want to do another constellation?
I don't care.
Okay. I'll make the North Star.
Yeah, do ones that you think are fun.
That's the whole game.
Well, you know what I mean. Like if you have a preferred constellations, etc. That you like to do.
So, the goal for this one is I need to get as close to 10 meters as possible. However, it doesn't tell me what my current size is.
Oh.
So I just kind of have to guess.
That
I do know that I start at 5. There's no time limit. It's just go until you think you're at 10. And I've been pretty close several times. I've also been completely and utterly wrong several times. I got a cow.
Nice.
I'm in the cow forest.
You're in the cow forest. There's gonna be cows in the forest. Yeah.
Oh, barnyard.
What
Cow.
a fever dream that was.
Yeah.
I never watched the movie,
Same?
which is a shame because apparently it was way better than
The show?
the show that came out after.
Yeah.
Like apparently there was like, you know, the characters were better, you know, characterized and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a metaphor for capitalism in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never watched the movie, so. A message.
Message.
Hold on. This is gonna be something where I'm gonna get lots of messages.
Oh, fun.
Turn off my notifications. Just so it's not beeping all through everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for any possible noise that may come through.
I have not heard any noises yet.
Good!
So, as you're aware, I watch speedrunning content, right?
Yes, I'm very aware of this.
Yes. And as you are also aware, I recently was watching at least some monkey ball speedrunning.
Yeah,
Because those people are magicians.
Wizards.
And the thing that gets me every time that it's said, and I've known this for a while now, but I'm going to ask you if you know. Do you know what the controls in Monkey Ball do?
What do you mean?
Like, when you press forward on the analog stick.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It like accelerates it a little bit. Moves forward.
Close.
Is it actually moving the stage and not the ball?
No.
Oh, okay. I was really scared for a
Though
second.
in some ways that is slightly closer.
Okay, what does it do?
Oh, I was not nearly big enough, apparently. Anyway, I also need to boost you again.
Oh, okay. Hi!
Because you were coming in quiet during that. What the stick does, what you are controlling in Monkey Ball, you are not controlling the ball, you are not controlling the stage, you are controlling the tilt of gravity.
Wild.
That is the actual genuine mechanic.
That is so funny. And also, would that be like harder to program or easier to program?
I don't know.
Cause like it seems like it's pretty basic to like control one character to move around. But to like affect the way that gravity is happening.
Eek. Identical.
Nani?
I'm making Gemini.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I'm finding younger sister and older sister pumpkins and things of that nature.
Oh, I see.
Completely normal.
Yeah. Do they just have to be in pairs? Yeah.
Yes, and some things are deceptive pairs.
Oh.
They might look like they are a pair, and they just aren't.
Oh.
And triplets don't count. That is something
Oh.
else.
I mean, yeah, I read a series of unfortunate events.
Yes.
How much of that book series did you read?
0.
Oh, do you know what I'm referencing then?
Nope. I watched the movie.
Okay. Anyway, so basically in one of the books, they meet these two kids who are siblings, who were born at the exact same time and day, right? And so they get referred to as twins. And they are very upset by that because they are not twins. They are triplets. And they are missing one of their triplets.
Oh no.
But everybody in the book refers to them as twins. And it's like really upsetting to them because they have a brother who is missing. And they're like, we're not twins, we're triplets. It's a very different concept. Or it's a very important distinction, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
And then in a later book they find the third triplet.
Good.
Nothing good happens to anybody in that series.
Hello, they're triplets.
Oh no.
Therefore they don't count.
Yep.
So if I rolled up any number of those triplets, the King of all Cosmos would know.
Yeah, he would. He would be like, I don't care if there's only 2 of them in this boarding school. They don't count.
A third one is out there. And
A third one is out there.
I can smell it. I am the King of all Cosmos.
Yeah,
Do not question.
you can smell things.
He
can
has
smell
the
you right
ability.
now. Do you think anybody's put the King of all Cosmos on their Hear Me Out cakes?
I mean, probably, but also he's not a hero.
Fair.
I've seen some Hear Me Out cakes, and there are some where I'm just like, none of these are Hear Me Out.
You mean an attractive human woman? Or an attractive human man? I don't think you're aware. I'm still mad about it. I didn't even see it. I just heard that somebody put Aladdin and Flynn Rider on theirs. And I'm like, are you kidding?
What?
Flynn Rider was literally designed by them bringing in multiple human men to be looked at by women and basing him off of the most attractive traits that those women found on the men. Like, that's how they designed Flynn Rider.
You know what is like, it's not a super wacky one, but it's one that I can respect as a Hear Me Out that I did see.
What?
The letter T specifically in one font.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. Ones where, yeah, people are like, this specific letter or number or color or concept. I'm like, yeah, chase your bliss, dude. Absolutely.
And you know what I'm gonna say? If
What?
they showed up on a Tumblr Sexy Man poll, they don't count.
Ooh,
It's
that's
already-
a hot take. That's a hot take.
It's already established that they are, like, desired. That's not a Hear Me Out.
That's fair. That's fair. I think the only one that I've actually seen is Bill Cipher, specifically specified as the triangle.
That
Which,
that
like,
one
I
I can give a
appreciate-
little credit to.
Yeah, because it is like, okay, it's the triangle.
It's not the random
But-
twink that someone made.
Yeah, it's not the random white twink. Oh, hello. I'm so sorry. Hey, Reese. I just thought you were
Iris. I haven't looked down
Alien
because
versus
I'm.
Predator versus me. Hear Me Out cake. That is very good. What is there to hear about Flynn Rider? Yeah, there's nothing. He is a handsome man. Maybe that his voice actor kind of sucks, but like, we're not talking about whatever that man's name is. I don't even remember.
I don't
Also,
know.
like the crosswalk voice that says "wait." That's so good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it Sans Undertale, that is a question. Because, like, Sans Undertale is a hear me out, but, like, in the context of he is a Tumblr sexy man.
He's a hear me out because of the cringe of the Tumblr 6 man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I don't even remember things that I said that I would put on mine. On my hear me out. Because, like, I have talked about this extensively with the spouse because it's fun to do that. But it's like, whenever I start thinking about stuff and I'm like, oh, what about this? I'm like, no! That is just a human person who's like, you know, who's like a little eccentric. That does not count. And I'm like, where's my freaking monster bugger box?
Yeah. I don't know if I have any that are, like, active on the brain, at least at the moment.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I'm really bad at thinking about things. That, like, Rum Tum Tugger from Cats Broadway specifically. Do you have thoughts on that, Bard?
Personally would argue that's not a hear me out. That is a sexy cat man. That is a sexy, extremely charismatic cat man.
Yeah.
Though granted, I do have a slight skew on these types of things.
Yeah. I think my issue is that I will think, like, no, that's clearly... I'll be like, that's clearly not one, but then I know that if I talk to a normal person who does not go online at all, they would be like, what is wrong with you? What do you mean you are attracted to this? And I'm like, no, this is, like, clearly just, like, something really attractive, right?
It's like, there are certain levels of the hear me out list, but it's just like... There was one where I went on the Tic Tacs and just, like, searched Hear Me Out Cake.
Yeah.
And as I was just scrolling through some of them to see if I saw anything interesting in a preview, I saw on one of the cakes, Shigo, and I closed the app. I was just like, you people don't know anything.
Cowards! Cowards! Like, one that I think of where I'm like, okay, this isn't really a hear me out, and it's like... And again, it is partially because I am on the internet, and where I'm like, this is not a hear me out. But, like, it might be, is, like, Smog. Because it's, like, is a giant dragon. But I'm like, yeah, but it has, like, a hot voice. It also is a giant dragon, so it can't hear me out. It's like...
That's definitely one where it's like, depending on the crowd we're talking about.
Who am I talking to?
It's either completely not a hear me out if I'm involved, or it is a hear me out because that's a dragon.
Yeah, it's like not even a human-sized dragon. It's just straight up a dragon with a hot voice. Yeah, he's a conventionally attractive dragon. Like, that's why I'm thinking is like, is this a spirit situation? Or am I like, is it actually a hear me out? Oh man, like, I did look up.
There are definitely ones where it's just like, okay, I get why you're saying it, but I'm just like, I do not agree. One of the first ones that I watched, they had Balto, and it's just like, no.
No, okay, another one.
That's
another
an expressive
one
dog with...
Kovu is not a hear me out.
Correct.
Kovu, Robin Hood the Fox, not hear me out.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, Tumblr messed me up in this way. Yeah.
It's like, has this person actively curated a Tumblr account? Okay, now we get to have the actual conversation. I always end the twins one at 88. I can never find... I got 89!
Oh, nice!
I'm gonna stop moving so I don't lose things. I'm not touching the controller at the moment, it's settling.
Like, I'm trying to look up.
Like, one of the things for me is, like, the character cannot be designed.
Reese! I feel like Sexy Elias. He wants to eat the monster, so to eat out the monster. You just made me say that out loud.
Thank you, Reese.
Oh man, I had a really good Reddit thing that I was looking at, and I can't find it anymore. I'm just finding people being like, I don't know what this is, and then not posting Hear Me Out. Okay, I found one and it's bad because it's like literally all just people.
Yeah.
And I'm so mad.
If that's just a human person, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count. And then again, I'm like questioning myself. I'm like, is GLaDOS? Does GLaDOS count?
GLaDOS
She's a murderous.
definitely
she's a
can
murderous.
count.
Yeah. Again, it's like, am I being skewed so horribly? Because it's like, we know the lesbians love her.
This is true.
Something's coming. But like, does it count? Does she count as a Hear Me Out? Like, just in the context, in this context of like,
She's one where it's another situation of like, who you talking to?
yeah.
I need to get
Okay,
away
yeah.
from-
Robot, specifically a non-human looking robot count.
Yeah.
Cortana does not count.
Cortana
That is
absolutely not done.
That is a sexy lady. Also, she's married. I think. Although I think that might have been like, not retcon, but definitely like sad ending
Strain.
or whatever. Because doesn't she like?
She was
betray
evil
him
for
or
one of the
something?
games,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure
Yeah, she ended
that
up being evil.
she's not evil again.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think.
Like,
I've
yeah.
never played a Halo.
Yeah. Or I'm like over here, a similar thought of like Captain Phasma, but specifically with the armor on.
Yeah.
Like also specifying it of like, no, not the humanoid one, or like, you know, but specifically in this state.
Mm-hmm.
Like people who say Lady Dimitrescu, but like in her final form when she's like a huge monstrosity.
Yes.
Like, yes, that counts. Regular Dimitrescu does not count.
That's just a massive woman.
That's just a tall
That
lady.
is a 9'6" woman.
Yeah. Like, that doesn't count. I'm so mad that I'm not finding the really good list that I found before. It was a Reddit. It was a Reddit thread. And now I'm just like finding people just being really boring about it.
Yeah. I definitely think like high levels of specificity give so much more credence to a lot of them. Like I'd say in general the letter T could be a Hear Me Out, because that's okay, sure. But the letter T in a specific font, to go back to my previous example,
videos. Ah. Yeah, people. Okay, yeah. Okay, Doc Hudson from Cars. That's a hear me out. There we go.
Yeah.
Had to pass through a bunch of human beings to get to something that was actually a hear me out. Okay, is Gil from Finding Nemo a hear me out or not? Because
No.
I saw some conjecture of like, no, that's a hot fish. That's the same as Spirit.
That is
Oh yeah,
a fish
important
just
question.
made to be hot.
Was it upper or lowercase t? We know it was in a specific font.
It was an uppercase.
Uppercase t. Okay.
And the only other thing that I can tell you is that it had a serif.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, I do not know fonts other
Okay.
than the ones that I use.
Here's my take on something. Osmosis Jones is not a hear me out, but Thraxis is.
Agreed.
Because Osmosis Jones just looks too human. Like he's just a blue man,
Yeah,
whereas
that's just
Thraxis
blue.
at least has like the extra parts. Make him
That's
look-
a pill beam. That's something at least different. That's not just a guy.
No,
who's-
Thraxis is the
Oh,
like,
right.
Anthrax.
Yeah, right.
Which apparently a lot of people did have a huge crush on him, but I think it still works because he's got claws and like stuff on his face and everything. Like he's made to look inhuman. Whereas Osmosis Jones is just a blue man.
Yeah, there's a blue man whose hair is
The pill whose name I forget, the cold pill, that's a hear me out as well. Because he is also made to look non-human. But he's it's one of those where like he's
good
very
expressions and such. But
he's very kind. He's literally designed to take care of you.
this is true. Also, he can have a Samus gun.
Okay, I got through a whole bunch more just human beings, and we got to the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where's the credit goes?
Little poppin' fresh. I'm trying to remember what the pill guy's name is.
Yeah.
I think it also has an X in it, which is why I got confused. Also, I think I only saw the movie once.
I've never Drix.
Bricks.
I never saw the movie. The movie looked gross. I watched
It was.
the
why I didn't watch it.
TV show.
Yeah.
I watched the TV show, not the. So I didn't even know Thraxis. When people talked about him, I was like, I don't know this man.
I remember seeing Thraxis from the ads.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill Murray just looking
Upsetting
awful.
all the time, and I'm just like, I don't want to see this. If I had seen that movie in theaters, I would have vomited.
Oh, almost 100% sure.
I mean, you know how I am about things.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
But
it would not be...
It would be a bad
option.
time for me. It would be a bad time for me. I grew up watching a Powerpuff Girls episode. I do not handle gross things well.
Nope. My level of squeamishness vacillates wildly. Sometimes I can't handle anything, and other times I'm totally... and I don't even know the patterns myself.
Okay. I found the one. Okay. So I found a Reddit thread finally. So I'm gonna go through some.
Alright.
I'm gonna just skip the ones that like don't count, like the freaking Death Wolf from the new.
Yeah, that's no.
That's a hot wolf. And
That's just a hot wolf.
Yeah. No, thank you. So we got Bowser. I don't know. Do you count the Crystal Gems as a hear me out?
Absolutely.
No, those are just hot ladies. Those are just women. Bowser is daddy. Bowser is very hot, especially in the context of him being kind and supportive of his son.
Yeah.
Okay, Barry Benson, the bee, or whatever. The freaking bee from the Bee movie. That's a hear me out.
Yeah. At least a bit.
Isn't he Jerry Seinfeld or something?
He is, in fact, Jerry Seinfeld.
So yeah, that
Which
right
increases.
there that right there makes me hear me out. Eve from WALL-E. Like Eve is like an attractive robot shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was clearly made. Yeah, the whole Bee movie was a hear me out for that one lady. But yeah, Eve is like, she's just made very slick and very pretty, and is like meant to be like pretty to WALL-E.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she is still a hear me out because she's not really human shaped. And I don't know that we were supposed to like take that in as like she's very aesthetically pleasing, but you know, sort of thing.
Yeah, I could accept that.
Okay. The secretary bird from Agretzko is not a hear me out.
No
that is a hot
from Agretzko
lady.
is a hear me out.
She is literally very attractive.
They just gave her a beat. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, this is one that I've seen. And I'm like, oh wow, that is a hear me out. Is Radigan from The Great Mouse Detective.
Interesting.
That is a hear me out.
That's a mean daddy.
Yeah. But it's also, it's like one of those things where you have to think like, okay, yeah, no, he's the size of a rat. And he's rude. Like,
True.
he's evil and stuff. And so, like, absolutely, that's a hear me out. That's not an automatic, no, I get what you mean. That's a, whoa, okay. Yeah, Radigan. Yeah, it's like, okay. Again, as a person who exists on Tumblr, it's like, okay, I see what you're saying, but you need to explain what it is about this situation that you like.
It's very much a, okay, I'm listening. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah. Martian Manhunter? That is a green man.
That's not a hear
That
me
is
out.
not, that is just a green
muscular green man.
That is a muscular green
Now,
man.
Here's the thing. Martian Manhunter in his true form,
I forget what that
we're
looks
getting
like.
a lot
Hold
closer.
Up. Martian Manhunter. True form. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
That's much better.
That form, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a hear me out. But also very good. Also very good.
But John Jones, absolutely not. That is a muscular green man.
Yeah. That is literally Superman, but green and bald.
Literally. That is who he was emulating when he chose the form.
Someone freaking put Vegeta on here.
That's not a...
Specifically Super Saiyan Vegeta. So, like, yeah.
That's not a hear me out.
That's not a hear me out. That's not what that means.
An Ozaru ape? That's a hear me out.
Now, right below that, we got Mewtwo, which makes me I do not like the Pokemon ones. Okay, Chester Cheetah is a hear me out. Tony the Tiger is not.
Agreed.
Again, I might be influenced specifically by Karina Drophy and the amount of times that she has drawn.
I mean,
Tony the
if
Tiger
we're basing
in
it solely on
situations.
aesthetics, then I fully agree. But if we are including personality, Chester Cheetah is no longer here now because he's down.
That's fair. He is down. He is ready to smoke some weed, eat all the snacks, and then have a good time.
Yeah.
Fiona from Shrek as an ogre is still not a hear me out. That is just a
not
green,
even a little.
that is just a green woman. And it's so funny. So someone posted her, and then someone replied with literally any conventionally attractive woman ever. Hear me out, guys. Okay.
I don't even know if the dragon is. You hear me out.
Yeah, the ogre form is definitely hotter. I feel like they put more thought into that design, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, now somebody did put down a human woman that I do believe is a hear me out. And I could be wrong because of who her voice actor is. But it is Yzma. And it's one of those things is the fact that she is voiced by Eartha Kitt remove her from being a hear me out, or is the fact that she is Yzma and is who she is?
I think it balances out to kind of depending on the crowd.
Yeah, I think Yzma is a hear me out. It's like she's like one of the few where it's like, Frickin' Lewis from Ghost, from Mystery Skulls Ghost. I don't think that's a hear me out. He has nice hair and is wearing a suit.
Do I know
You don't know
this?
Mystery? You don't know? Here, okay. I'm gonna send it into. I'm gonna put it in the thing. Hold on, no, I don't want to. I don't want to copy. I guess I'll copy the video or whatever. I'm gonna send it in general for you to look at.
Okay.
I don't know if... Oh no, it's gonna make you go play.
Yeah.
Never mind, don't do that. Hold on. I'm gonna just look him up. Playlist. Mysteries. I'm sending you specifically his dead form, not his human alive form. Because that's what they were saying. There we go. Okay, so I have that in chat in our thing.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
I've seen.
he's not a. That is not a hear me
That's
out.
not
That is just he's got very nice hair and a suit, and then a tragic backstory and everything. Eris from Sinbad is not a hear me out. That is just a hot woman.
I'm sorry. They tried to pass off Eris from Sinbad.
They're like she's like, I know she's an evil manipulator, but have you seen her? The point is we have seen her. Okay, I have seen the hippo from Madagascar multiple times on here now.
I would argue that she's far too anthropomorphized to be
Yeah. It is a weird line because she is canonically just an animal.
This is true.
But yeah.
But she's also a hippo who primarily walks on her hind legs.
Okay, but you want to know my favorite one that I have ever seen? The face stealer from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's a hear me out.
The centipede with the, mask
Yep.
for a face is very good. It's like, yeah. I do not agree. Why? Yeah, sure, I'll hear you out. What the are you talking about?
I just wanted to
Please
steal
explain.
my things, you know?
I guess.
No, I don't know. Are you okay? Do I need to call someone?
Lightning McQueen.
Eh.
Like Doc Hudson. That's a hear me out. Sally is not a hear me out. She's, she's a hot car. Is Lightning McQueen a hot car?
I feel like Lightning McQueen is more... is in some ways more car-coded than even Doc Hudson.
Fair. Fair. Yeah, nobody from my brain. Zootopia.
No one from Zootopia.
Judy and Nick are off limits. They are not hear me outs.
The tiger on the train at the beginning who looks like he would treat you right, not a hear me out.
Ursula? Like, it's hard to say. I feel like she isn't a hear me out.
Yeah.
Or like she's a really low level hear me out.
Yeah.
Rouge the Bat, not a hear me out.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. That they designed her that way on purpose. Amy, that's a hear me out. Maybe.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
No.
None of the Sonics. None of the Sonics.
None of the
are hear me
Sonics.
out.
None of the Sonics.
They're too human.
I'm sure there are Sonic characters, but like no one from the main. No one from the main groups.
All Might is not a hear me out. I don't even care if it's.
Not even Small Might is a hear me out.
Yeah.
Don't try it.
Okay. Here's a question: Baloo and Bagheera.
In
Thoughts?
some ways, both more than the other is a hear me out.
Yeah.
Because, like, here's the thing. The argument can just be made for Baloo. Baloo's a bear.
Yeah.
Like, Baloo is a bear. That,
Yeah.
End of conversation with that one.
And Bagheera is a single dad.
Yeah.
There's so many people saying I'm not a furry and then posting, like Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
Okay, this is cute. Somebody said Luigi. That's not a hear me out, but that is very cute.
It is cute. Luigi is a human man.
That is a human man. Now, in some ways, it is like, okay, he has weird proportions, like him and Mario and etc. do have exaggerated proportions. Like, that's not what a human person actually looks like. But he is also just a human man. And he is very adorable. I feel like I've been on this conversation too long.
I'm totally down for it, though,
Yeah.
because I have nothing to talk about in this game. I'm currently just trying to get swans from eggs. That's what's happening. So I'm fully down for this conversation to continue.
Someone put down Chain Chomp.
Okay. A little bit of ma'am, that's a dog. But also, I don't know, can play tennis.
They can play tennis, that's true.
Oh,
Randall.
okay.
Randall from Monsters Inc. That's a hear me out.
Yeah.
But Sully is not a hear me out.
No.
Again, that's just a strong blue man.
He's got horns. What's not to love?
He's got that. Yep. Single dad. Mike Wazowski is a hear me out though.
Yeah.
Like he has the funny factor and everything, and he's very loyal. But like that's the thing that you would talk about in your hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a bunch of human people. Old Lady Toph is not a hear me out. She's still hot.
That's still. It's, what?
Like it's just like Toph being cool and old.
Here's my hear me out. What if a woman was
And also really strong. Okay, so I'm just saying this one. So this person says, I am a straight dude, and then it has a picture. What do you think? Obviously it's a man. Which human man who is very attractive do you think they put down?
So Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
No, it is a cartoon. It is a Disney cartoon. But it is not Aladdin or Flynn Rider, because we've already covered those two.
Is it Prince Eric?
No, it is Shane.
Yeah, that was my next guess.
Oh, the spider from James and the Giant Peach. I think she's spidery enough that she's a hear me out. Like, she is French, right?
She's very
Okay.
French.
She's very French, but she is spidery enough that I think she works.
Yeah, I feel like if you are someone unbothered by spiders, she's not a hear me
Yeah.
out. We are not that person.
Okay. Skips from regular show.
No. No.
That is just a man.
That's a muscular hairy man. No.
Yeah.
He doesn't do leg day, but that's its own conversation.
I'm literally looking at a picture of him and his legs are thinner than my cursor.
Yes. That is most of the character's legs, if not all of them.
Ooh, we got the letter F. We got the letter F up here. There we go.
Here's one.
What?
Not the color, but the word chartreuse.
Oh, chartreuse gives me mixed feelings.
That's fair.
Because chartreuse is supposed to be a pretty, like, pinkish red color, but instead it's, like, green. Like
It's
a weird...
It's an olive oil yellowish green.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
So, yeah, I guess you have to explain it.
The word is pretty.
Fair.
Which is why I said the word, not the color.
Bob Belcher is not a hear me out.
That's that's just a buy man.
That's just someone's husband. He literally can't be a hear me out. He is married.
He is married.
Also, you know who he's voiced by?
That man cannot be a hear me out.
He can't be.
H. John Benjamin is not a hear me out.
The amount of Has-Been Hotel characters on here is a lot.
None of them.
Okay, question. Just because we're getting lots of Disney villains on here. Hades. Specifically from the Disney Hercules. Because they, you know, he's very fun. They do make him look kind of weird and like do a lot of like weird stuff with him.
Yeah.
And it's like okay, he's just a gray man, but it is like
fire hair.
I think there is enough where you can say again it would be on a low level. It's not like oh yeah, this will hear me out. It's like a okay, sure.
It's not gonna fly.
I'm not gonna get mad at you for putting it on your cake.
Yeah.
Karen, Plankton's wife, computer wife. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. I get it, but also yeah, you can put her on her cake. Sandy Cheeks, on the other hand, is not a hear me out.
No, not even a little bit.
She wears a bikini and with the indication that she has like breasts for some. Apparently that's needed. Similarly, Squilliam, Fancy's son, is also not a hear me out.
Nope.
Like, you know, yeah, okay, he's a squid or whatever. But he's very anthropomorphic about it.
Yes.
He just has a big nose, basically.
He has a big nose. He's a little, like, kind of bluish, greenish.
When people post some hot anime girl and just say, I can't help but have a crush on her, then that's not a hear me out.
Hey, that's the point.
That's
how she was designed.
Scar. So Kobu, obviously off limits. He is not a hear me out. What about the other lions? I feel like Simba and Nala are also off the table.
Yeah,
we have Scar.
I feel like Scar
like
is another one that's pretty low.
Yeah, there's always the thing with like Disney villains of like people are gonna ask, you know, thinking about the attractiveness of like evil hot people or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is like, okay, does that actually make it? Does them being the bad guy actually make them more appealing out? Or should that be ignored based on?
I mean, a lot of the time,
evidence?
honestly, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a deterrent.
Yeah. Okay, any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Someone posted Donatello specifically. But, like, do we think it's dependent on series? Because there are some where they are more, like, turtley and some where they're a little more anthropomorphized in their design.
I'll put it this way. A lot of the, like, TV shows, no, not really. The Michael Bay films, yes.
Okay, what about the suits? from the 90s or whatever, or 80s.
Oh,
Was it 80s?
those live action.
The Secret of the
ones.
Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze.
The good live actions where they have the suit.
Yeah.
Are those Hear Me Out?
I'd say they
Does that
probably still
count?
are.
I would say they, yeah.
I would think they are.
Yeah.
Someone put Orisa from Overwatch.
No.
Oh, somebody responded with that as a 4-year-old, and it's like, okay, she's not. She's a robot. Yamcha is not a Hear Me Out. That's just a pathetic wet man. Okay, here's one. Beetlejuice from the animated series.
Okay.
Where his teeth are all messed up and he's like, he's like specifically given like non-conventional, like conventionally unattractive or whatever characteristics and stuff. Also, he is a demon who, causes problems.
Yeah.
But he is the best of all the Beetlejuices. He's literally the only one that is not trying to, like, marry a child.
True.
And he's literally just like, this is my best friend, and we cause mischief together. That's their relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, you know Cuphead?
Yeah.
The flower boss?
That's a Hear Me Out.
That's a Hear Me Out. Although, again, I am influenced because I was following someone who was very into the Cuphead fandom and had like this whole thing about the flower guy and Hildegard being shipped together. So I'm like, I don't know if that's a Hear Me Out because I've just seen so much fan art of the guy. But it's like, no, that is literally just a flower with a face, and it's not even very human looking face. Gonzo.
I will have to recuse myself due to unmitigated bias.
I saw that, I was like, I don't know what you're gonna say, but I know that you have opinions. Oh, Ice Bear. I love Ice Bear. Ice Bear would be on my cake.
Ice Bear is great.
Ice Bear is great. I love Ice Bear. Bender? Is he too human-y of a robot?
I think he's a little too human-y.
Yeah. Okay. Annie, so someone specifically put Rem, the Shinigami from Death Note, Misa Misa's Shinigami from Death Note. Do you think any of the Shinigamis?
I don't.
I mean, like,
specifically,
Rem is like all
I don't think
up.
Rem or
Ryuk.
Ryuk, but some of the others maybe.
Yeah, because some of them have like some really like messed up like designs. Like they look really cool and terrifying. And I feel like the artist really held back from like the ones that were in the main focus on like how terrifying they should look.
Yeah. Terrifying and also a certain level of their complication.
Yeah, that's fair.
To be nice to himself.
Sonic and Shadow are not Hear Me Out.
Nope.
Okay, but Wilt from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I have seen
Someone
this.
also said Eduardo.
I don't agree with it.
I appreciate them being included.
This is true.
It's like one of those where if someone put it on their cake and they had other like acceptable things, like if that wasn't their craziest thing, I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. I like that. That's fun.
For me, Wilt is specifically not a hear me out because, and this might just be because of my own biases, but I don't see an explanation needed.
Yeah, it's like when you hear it and you're like, okay, yeah, I get it. He's tall, he's very kind,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Why is the star called Lick? Oh cool, I unlocked one of the Eternals.
Someone put Scorpia down. From She-Ra.
No.
Like, I get that she has lobster claws and a scorpion tail, but that's just a hot woman.
That's just a hot
That's just a
lady.
hot, yeah. Similarly, specifically, human Celestia from Equestria Girls is not a hear me out.
No.
Like, Discord is barely a hear me out, but he is a hear me out. But like, yeah, no.
That's it's just a human woman.
It's just, like, if you're literally like, here's a human woman with like slightly pink skin and like rainbow hair.
I know people like that.
Okay, here's a good one. No Face from Spirited Away.
Yeah,
That's a hear me out. That's a good one.
that was a good one.
That was a good one. Someone just put both of Bluey's parents, both Chili and Bandit. And I'm
Those
gonna
are
say, no, those aren't hear me outs. Red guy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
I will reiterate my Tumblr sexy man point.
Oh, he was a Tumblr sexy
He
man,
was
wasn't
very thoroughly a Tumblr sexy man.
That's right.
He's also he's got like kind of a tentacle face, but
Yeah, he's got a mop for a head. Okay, just straight up Godzilla. Just straight up Godzilla. That's a hear me out.
that's a hear
Like,
me
I-
out,
I-
but it's
I
also
get
one
it.
where, depending on the situation, it's full.
Okay, this one's really cute. Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Again, it's like,
That's
okay,
a
that's a
freak.
cute. Yeah, it's like that's a human woman who's very nice. But like if that's not the weirdest thing on your list, I appreciate you including her.
True. Yeah, some of them, it's like you get a pass because I don't feel like I'm going to see them elsewhere.
Yeah. Flame Princess is not a hear me out. That is
not
just,
even a little bit.
that is just a
That's just a woman.
That's just a woman. I've been ignoring all of the Pokemon.
That is exceedingly fair.
I don't want to talk about that. That's a dog. And Rogue X-Men is not a hear me out. And they specifically did 80s, the 80s one where she's like older and very hot. Yeah, and someone is literally like, why is this weird?
Why is this a hear me out? What are you talking about? Who are you? So for the obvious reasons, you are skipping the Pokemon, but I am trying to think if there is a human or more human type character from the Pokemon franchise that could be a human. And I'm not coming up with anything.
Yeah, because I mean, it would just have to be a specific character who is not conventionally attractive, like people who are just like, yeah, that's just a human person, but like, okay, they're not like designed a certain way or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, they don't do a lot of like exaggerated features really, other than the hair. Like most people just like are in the standard style that I can think of. So it's like, yeah, not really.
Yeah. My mind went to like all of the professors first, and none of them. Not a single one.
No. Rowan is hot.
Yeah.
The Summerween Trickster from Gravity Falls. I don't know if you recall.
I'm trying to remember.
I will send you a picture. I'm making it's very much a scarecrow guy. Actually shaped just like Lewis. Now that I look at it, it's literally the exact same shape.
Guy.
But it's like, it's literally, you can see them compared. They're literally the exact same shape.
Yeah.
Broad shoulders, broad chest.
They're both just
big
triangles.
hands. Big hands, skinny legs. What is it about the skinny legs thing?
I don't know. It helps further accentuate and exaggerate the upper body.
Hey, how do you feel about Knuckles? From
Captain
Flapjack?
Knuckles?
Captain Knuckles? I think that's a hear me out.
Yeah, that's
he
a hear
is
me
not
out.
just a blue man. He's got
issues.
He's got diseases.
He very explicitly does, yes.
Okay, somebody put in an Animal Crossing character, we're good. And it's not even like, it's like just one of the random villagers. It's Opal, who is a powder green elephant with dark green bangs and no other hair.
Interesting.
We got Sun and Moon from FNAF. The one with the, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From FNAF.
I'd say they are Sun and Moon. That's a hear me out. They're human shaped, but that's kind of where it is. Okay, we got a really good one here.
Ooh.
Mr. Conductor from Dinosaur Train. So it is literally just a dinosaur in a conductor's uniform. I'm gonna send you a picture so you have a visual. We're doing. So I'm getting the picture now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Top image. Here we are. And hey, he doesn't look exactly the same as the other two. He's got tiny arms and no shoulders.
Mm.
And it's like, that's just a dinosaur in a conductor's uniform. That's it.
I'd hear them out.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Okay, you know Chalk Zone?
Yeah.
You know the blue chalk drawing?
Yeah.
That's somebody's, apparently. That feels weird. That's a child. I'm gonna move on. Let's see. Man, I'm getting a lot of characters that I'm just not recognizing. Or again, just human.
Yeah. Both are bound to happen.
Okay, let's talk Transformers. Is Optimus Prime hear me out?
No.
Okay. But are any of the others, like Starscream,
I was
Bumblebee,
going to partially jokingly say, well, Starscream is, but I do kind of think that Starscream is.
Yeah. Father from Codename Kids Next Door. That is just a man.
That's a man.
That's just a man, a shadow shaped like a man.
You even get to see what he actually looks like. He's just a guy.
I would say his actual human self is more of a hear me out than his shadow self.
Agreed.
Because he's like, oh well, now he's like a nerd. Okay, hold on. I am being spoke. I have been given the option the Raptor General from Starfuck. Yeah. So we're getting more options over here. There's a Bill Cipher for like the 5th time. Oh, we got him. We got him, Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
I'd say that's kind of a hear me out.
Yeah.
Because of the, you know, especially for people who would be like confused about the gender stuff. Or, yeah, just straight up Mojo Jojo.
Yeah.
Mojo Jojo is in here. I think basically all the villains except for a Sedusa, because her name is Sedusa. I feel like all of the villains in okay, not Ace, but all the other villains.
A lot of the villains.
Most of the villains.
There are obvious exceptions, but a lot of the villains are.
Jesse and James are not hear me out.
Not even a little bit.
We got Muriel again.
Glad to see she's here.
Glad to have her here, yeah.
Now here's the thing. Eustace, more of a hear me out.
More of a hear me out, absolutely, because he sucks. We got both Flick and Hopper from A Bug's Life. Both are hear me outs in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because they are
Those
very
are
much.
bugs.
Yeah, those are bugs, and also early CGI.
One of the first ones when I was looking up cakes that I was like, okay, yeah, that is just. It was one of the ants from Ants. It was the buff ant, which is like
which is like the least hear me out.
But it's still a hear me out because
It
that's
is.
an ant.
It's like, okay, if you're gonna choose any of them, I get why it's that one. Okay, somebody said Fear from Inside Out, and it's like, yeah, you know, amongst all of the Inside Out characters, Fear is kind of the least humanoid looking, and he's also a pathetic, sad little man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
The gingerbread man from Shrek. That's a hear me out.
The gingerbread man is a hear me out.
Yeah.
The giant gingerbread man is not, and I will not be explaining.
You don't need to explain why. Yakko Warner.
I don't think it's much of a
Yeah. Well, and I appreciate it that they did put the oldest brother, who is the most probably an adult. Because Wacko and Dot are very child. Also, they said, hear me out, this was mainly true when I was a kid. And it's like, okay, yeah, childhood crushes on here. Darkness from Rise of the Guardians is not a hear me out, that is just a man.
That's a guy.
That's just a guy. The Joker?
Which
The only
one?
Joker that's a real hear me out is the Jared Leto Joker, because it's bad.
Yeah.
Or the
All
ones
the
where
other
they
Jokers
really...
are, like,
there is one where they really
so
mess with
aesthetic.
his design, so he doesn't really look human. Like, they gave him, like, really weird... a really long hairdo that's, like...
Yeah,
very Sonic the Hedgehog looking.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the one from the Batman cartoon show.
Yeah.
It's a solid Joker.
Yeah, it is.
I like that one. That Joker's got dreads.
Let's see. More characters I don't know. More Pokemon. Okay, I've seen Ghost Freak from Ben 10 twice. And out of all of the Ben 10 aliens, yeah, I would say Ghost Freak is probably one of the biggest hear me outs.
And is also the one most independent from the 10-year-old child.
Yeah.
So it works.
Yep. I mean, at the very least, we do see the other aliens that the others got their DNA from.
Yeah. So if it's just like that type of alien.
Yeah.
What the biggest new reaction?
Someone just wrote that one penguin from Happy Feet.
Okay,
They didn't they didn't post a picture. They just said that one penguin from Happy Feet. And it's like the penguin, or like
Rockhopper with the freaking plastic rings around his neck.
or the girl penguin who.
If
I
it's
don't
the girl
remember.
penguin, it's no.
Cause she got like titties, doesn't she?
Yeah, she fully does.
Yeah, so yeah, she wouldn't be. But they don't even specify like gender. They just say that one penguin.
I've not watched Happy Feet since it came out.
Yeah, I think I saw it once outside of theaters. Pink Panther. That's a hear me out. It is.
Just a little, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. I like to see it. Johnny Bravo is not a hear me out.
That's a man.
That's just a man, a muscular
That's
man.
Just a
Who's
blonde
very,
Elvis impersonator.
who's very into the idea. He's very into it. Very willing. Scary Godmother. Now the thing about Scary Godmother is that it's that early CGI. She's got the interesting, like, cartoonish proportions and everything. But she is also just kind of a human woman.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. BoJack Horseman is a hear me out.
Okay.
I would say that's a hear me out. If someone said that they were actually interested in BoJack Horseman, I would be like, why? Princess Caroline is right there. Why BoJack? Mr. Peanut Butter is not a hear me out, though. He is literally
No.
a golden retriever boyfriend
Yeah.
who also ends up sucking.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's kind of what the show is about, is that everybody sucks.
Yeah. True.
Wizardmon? Yeah, it is one of those things where it's like, I guess that's a hear me out. Is that a hear me out?
Personally, no.
Again, it's like, okay, yeah, if I saw this on someone's cake, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. There are definitely some weirder Digimon that you put on there.
I mean,
As
like,
Karina
Blimp
displayed
Mon.
with her, how many hours was it? Was it like 6 hours? 4 hours? I don't
A lot.
remember. It was a lot of hours for the Smash or Pass Digimon edition.
The Drawfee one was just 2 hours.
Yeah, but then she did the one with Jonah.
And then she did the one with Onsta. That one went considerably longer than even that. But that's because Onsta and Karina be yapping.
Speaking of Jonah, guess who just popped up?
Legoshi.
Legoshi! You
Which,
can't, he's a virgin.
He's not a hear me out because you don't get the option.
Yeah, exactly. But also, it's just like buff wolf guy. I don't know. I guess he can be a hear me out. I guess he's allowed.
I personally would say no.
Future Danny Phantom is not a hear me out.
Not at all.
Not at all. I definitely had some feelings about that when I watched that special.
Are any of the like main ghosts?
Okay, here's a very good one. Here's a very good one that someone posted.
Okay.
The purple flathead screwdriver from Handy Mandy. Handy Manny.
Yeah.
That is a hear me out. Thank you, person, for understanding the assignment.
I came prepared.
Whereas this person who is the most wrong in the world, Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
That's just a man. That is just a muscular, like, kind, stupid man. That's just a himbo.
That he's literally a himbo, which is like. Okay, this one's interesting. The other father from Coraline.
I will give it to them because that man terrifies me.
Yeah.
I would need to hear them out.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to look up an SCP.
Dude, what's the number?
986.
No.
It's an anomalous document repository.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's stored in the anonymous. Okay, what is it? It's an unpublished manuscript entitled The Absent.
You're cutting out. What was that?
Oh, sorry. So the SCP is an unpublished manuscript entitled The Absent Willows, likely written by American novelist William Faulkner.
Okay, I was thinking of a different one. That passes.
Yeah.
There are a lot of SCPs that fully do, but there are a few that don't at all.
Yeah.
Because some of them kind of are still just people.
Yeah. Okay, here is one that is just a human man, but because, again, it's a villain, but he's a very specific villain. It's the bad guy from Rescuers Down Under. Those are not Joanna's eggs! And it's like, he is just like, an old, kind of, middle-aged Australian man. Like, he's muscular and stuff, very defined features. But I feel like I would have to ask someone why specifically, just because he sucks so much.
Yeah. It is one of the cases of, like, you do have to, like, kind of get that. They do have that factor sometimes.
I've seen Rick Sanchez 3 times now.
I mean, that's not a hear me out. It's a I disagree.
Yeah, it's like, you're wrong, actually. Okay, this one's cute. It's not a hear me out because they literally just put out a game pack for you to be able to do this. But Death from The Sims,
Ah,
he's not a hear me out. They literally just put out a game pack, expansion
is
pack.
that what that expansion pack is?
You gotta
It
go.
showed
and-
up in my
and-
Steam queue, and I was just like, I just passed by it without thinking.
You can, you get to romance and marry and have children with Death.
God, do I
There's
have to
other
start
stuff
playing
to
The
it.
Sims again?
There's other stuff to it, but like that's what people are really excited about. Is that he's finally actually a romanceable character. And it's like people have been asking for this since The Sims 1. As far as I know.
Finally, EA, or probably the people who actually do the work on The Sims, stopped being as big of cowards.
Yeah. I mean, to
Other
be
than-
fair, where The Sims, specifically The Sims, the original Sims, was very progressive in that they included gay relationships
Sure.
from the very beginning, and that's because they had gay people working on it. Like literally, a lesbian was like fought really hard to like get that as a thing, and like it was just like not a big deal. It was just like if you like I don't know if it was advertised or anything, but it was literally just set up that yeah, you could just get married to whoever you wanted, and it's always been a part of the gameplay. I forget what his name is, but the red monster from Looney Tunes.
Oh, Gossamer.
Yeah, Gossamer. I'd say he's a hear me out.
Yeah,
Like I feel like I wouldn't have thought of that.
it wouldn't take an extraordinary amount of like explanation, but
Okay, someone literally put both Shadow and Gil from Finding Nemo in the same post. Cancel.
Sweaty gnome.
Okay. So this is a question.
Okay.
Pyramid Head.
No.
Yeah. Because here's the thing.
That's a man that just gets thicker every single time that he shows up.
But like also the point of him is that he is tormenting a guy for killing his wife.
Yeah.
So it's like he's not even a danger to me. So it's not even like, oh, but he'll kill you. It's like he's literally going after a guy for killing his wife. Like why? I haven't killed my wife.
No. I'm stuck. So I'm just gonna sit here.
Yep. Yep.
Also, it's 10.
You have 1 minute left. Okay, well, I guess we're at the end of this.
Yep.
Thank y'all for listening to me list a bunch of characters and decide whether they're sexy or not. I hope we could give some relief and laughs to people who were watching this.
Yeah.
We'll be back again next Tuesday, where hopefully we will still be here. We will be. I mean, we're gonna be here. Nothing's gonna change that quickly. Unless
Meteor strike.
unless a satellite falls into my house, and all of a sudden Candace has to be in charge of me. Oh, I sent you a really great TikTok, by the way, that you should watch. It's two cosplayers doing the Busted song.
Oh, nice.
Like the amount of them doing the like super cartoonish, exaggerated like dance moves is so good.
Hell yeah.
Like the amount of practice they must have put into that, very very well done. Anyway, I'm Phantom.
I'm Bard.
And we play games sometimes.
I try to play during the week. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
And we play every Tuesday.
I don't play as much because I messed up my arm.
Yeah.
Yay. Bye.
Goodbye.